All right, here is my latest Copart purchase. So I bought this one last Friday off of Copart. It was, I believe it was $38.50 plus their fees. This is a 2016 Dodge Journey RT, which is the upgraded model with the V6, the better wheels, better suspension. I'm a little unclear if it's all-wheel drive. I haven't really looked. But this is actually a pretty nice car. And my daughter had one of these that I believe was a 2013 or 2014. I can't remember, but they all look the same. But it had the 4-cylinder, and it was, I liked the car, but the engine was just a dog. And anytime you put anything other than yourself in it, it was just unbearable trying to accelerate in it. And this one should be a lot better from what I've looked up. So we'll just take a quick little walk around here. So this is again a 2016. It's got high mileage for a car of this year, which is a 7-year-old car. It has about 140 something thousand miles. So back in my day, I would have said this was owned by a traveling salesman, but you know, who knows? Somebody that drove it a lot. And so we'll go around real quick. It's pretty much the way it looked on the pictures for me. The front tires to me look like they need to be replaced. Looks like they did not rotate them, and the outsides of them are burned a little. No big deal, those just need to be replaced. I can kind of see the brakes in here, and to me they look like the brake pads are getting low. Won't really know till I take those front wheels off, but I kind of think they need new brake pads and rotors turned. There's some little minor paint stuff. Some of it probably come out. A lot of it's just dirty. There are some scratches. There's a pretty good one right there. That's definitely under the paint. There's the back of it. It's got the dual exhaust. It's good night. It's got a New York Giants. That's got to go. Does not have a sunroof or anything like that. We did have to jump the battery, and it was totally dead. But oddly enough, after we started it, it came back to life, and I was able to start it again. So I don't know how long that'll last, but I pulled it back by my workshop. This side, the driver's side actually looks a little bit better than the passenger side as far as scratches and things like that. I don't really see much over here. I saw a couple little things on this door, but I think they'll come out with some clay bar and rubbing compound and all that. See if I can figure out how to get the hood on this thing up. I have not checked the oil. Went ahead and did drive it up in here, and it ran real good and real quiet. I noticed there was coolant. It's got orange coolant. Noticed there was some fluid in the washer fluid. You might as well just pull the dipstick and see what that looks like. Oh wow, it looks like it's got fresh oil. So that looks actually halfway decent. Yeah, so that's the V6. It obviously needs a good cleaning and gone through as far as air filter and who knows what else it needs, but for now I don't have to worry about it. This thing has got a terrible design in that the battery is not inside this car or inside the engine compartment. It's actually underneath here. You have to take the wheel off, pop that little plastic piece, and it's right back here. The inside of it, this is kind of my first shot at looking at it. I only got in it to start it. The guy drove it back here for me. I did get in it and start it, but I haven't really looked at it. I don't know a whole lot about these other than just some rudimentary looking around at YouTube videos and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and cut this key zip tie off. So it came with one key. It's got the push start. Of course, naturally, it's almost completely out of gas. So let's just take a quick look at it here. I'll go ahead and turn this on. So this will come on. Go ahead and shut this door. The door looks good. Steering wheel looks good. Dash looks pretty good. It's got a little a little bit of heat exhaustion up there, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and push the brakes. Doesn't detect the key, even though the key is right here. Don't quite understand that. Not too sure I get that. It unlocks the door, but it doesn't detect the key. Okay, that's wonderful. Which is interesting because I did start it and he drove it back here. I'll just leave the key in it for now. Let's see what else. Let me look in the back. Oh, there are a couple little damage spots I saw in here on the pictures. That's pretty common for these. People put their hands on here, and I don't think this is really done very well. I do like the interior though, with the stitching, the red stitching, and the breathable vinyl. Here's the back seat. It's got nice floor mats. Any of you that have had kids can pretty much tell that that's where the child seat was, right there, with all the stuff, the crumbs and everything underneath it and all over the floorboard. No big deal. That'll clean up, and these look to be in very good condition. Let me see if it'll let me open the back. Don't even know how you do it. Here it is. Yeah, that New York Giants sticker's got to go. One of the things about this car that I read about, it's got a lot of storage. Oh, lovely. A diaper. Yeah, okay. Yuck. Okay, so I'm going to take this Carfax thing and... So these seats do fold down. I forget how you do it. I think it's just this. Yeah, they just fold down, so you can actually get like an 8-foot table and whatever else in here. I mean, you can get some massive stuff in here. Another thing I read about is underneath these you have storage in here and on the other side, which is really cool. And I believe the front seat has something on it too. I only saw it on a video, but let me look at this. Sometimes you find stuff in these things people leave. Yeah, nothing in there. It's just a little damp. Probably had some drinks or something in there. Oh God, look at all those crumbs. It's gonna be fun to vacuum. Here it is. So this seat, hey, look, a dime. Not 2 dimes. I get 20 cents. And then we'll see what's in here. Oh goodness, this does not look valuable. Hey, look. An old school calculator. I don't know what all this junk is. Oh, food, yummy. And who knows what else. It's time to just get the trash can over here. Look in the glove box, see what's in there. Oh, look at this. It looks like it has the original paperwork, along with other... Yep, there's the child seat. There's the proof of the child seat right there. The Graco manual. Oh, and there's the lock for the wheel. Okay, looks like it's all here. What's up with this? What is that? I thought it was a dog tag or like a... All right, well, it does look like this car was at least taken fairly good care of. My next step here is to go ahead and clean it up. I want to see if I can figure out what's going on with this key and why it's not recognizing the key. But looks like I got a win on this one, so we will see. I will talk to you guys later. Well, here we are, a little while later, after getting the Dodge Journey a little bit of a bath and cleaning the interior of it and doing a little bit of work on it. I didn't go crazy. I didn't clay bar it and wax it and all that. I just foam cannoned and vacuumed the interior and cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't steam it. This car was really in good condition as far as being clean. You know, you saw the inside of it was not bad at all. So I just threw out whatever trash was in there and vacuumed it out, took the floor mats up and just kind of dusted them off a little bit. I didn't give this thing the greatest cleaning in the world, but the car's in really good condition, so not really too worried about it. This is where the baby seat is. You can still see a little residue. I'd probably need to clean that up a little bit better, but I found out that this piece under here has this little removable, cleanable tray. The one on the other side is missing, which is really not a big deal. Don't really care too much. The back seat has, of course, the third row. I didn't really do much back here. It wasn't really very dirty. I just went ahead and vacuumed it up a little bit and didn't really do much else with it. Got this awful New York Giants sticker off the back, and clean this up a little bit. Charge the battery up. I don't think it's going to hold. I think it needs a new battery. I found out this has got the remote start. Click on it a couple times. Should fire right up. Open this up. Get in here. This thing runs terrific. There's no engine lights on or any lights. The air conditioner works, is terrific. The radio works great. I took it for a ride. I took it a couple of exits down the highway, and this thing has really good acceleration. Tracks perfectly down the highway, perfectly straight, doesn't do anything weird when you brake. I found out that this oil change literally just took place about 400 miles ago, and I checked the oil and it was really clean, so that's one less thing I even have to mess with. And I went ahead and cleaned up the engine bay. Pop this. So this looks really good here. Got underneath here and looked. Don't see any leaks at all. Coolant is full. Washer fluid is full. Haven't checked the air filter. Found quite a bit of paperwork in this car. All the original stuff. I found a Carfax that I actually put under the seat in the back seat. This has all the original books. Has the very latest registration sticker from last June, I think it is. So actually it's still current. I found, not too sure how you get this back up anymore, I forgot. I thought it was this back seat. Oh, it's the front seat. There it is. There's quite a bit of paperwork in here about its history, and just kind of a quick run through on this. It looks to me like this car was pretty well taken care of, which is evidenced by how good a condition it's in and all that. Like I said earlier, it needs a couple new tires. I'm going to go ahead and fill these with air. I think they're serviceable. You can see that they're starting to go bad on the sides. I haven't looked at the date code or anything like that. I'm not going to bother. The car is only 7 years old, and I know the tires aren't 7 years old because it's got 146,000 miles on it. So at some point these were replaced, probably a couple times at least. So that's kind of it for now. I'm kind of wondering, what did I miss here that I got this 2016 Dodge Journey upgraded model RT for $3,950, and I just feel like I missed something, like something's gonna just reach up and bite me, that something's wrong, because this is really a cool car and I really like it. And it's replacing my my old Isuzu. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. Let me just run you out there real quick. And you'll know why I bought this. I have this old Isuzu that I bought for like $1,000 a few years ago. It's a pretty good car, but I'm just like, why am I driving this old piece of junk that there's a lot of stuff wrong with it, when I could have a nicer car? So there we go. Next step is to get it inspected, get new tires, probably get a new battery, and then go get it titled. And I don't think there's much to do other than drive it. Talk to you later. Okay, final update on the 2016 Dodge Journey RT. Went ahead and got it inspected, did a repair on the battery, repair cycle on my battery charger, and the battery seemed to hold. It's got a good charge and it's holding a charge. And bought a couple new wipers for the front as they were a little shaky. Took it and got it inspected. Got a temporary tag on the back so I can drive it until the title gets here. I believe, as I mentioned before, it needs a couple new tires. I have not found anything wrong with this car. I have cleaned it. I mean, other than the cosmetic stuff that I detailed before, you know, right there. Okay, yeah, there's a little stuff here and there, but nothing major. And for what I paid for this car, and it's replacing my old junker, this is a massive win. It needs 2 new tires, and I probably will check the brakes while I'm under there. The oil was freshly changed, and I don't even see any maintenance that this thing needs other than that. So I'm just gonna drive it and enjoy having it be my daily driver. That's it for this one.